of a really great rabbi. His name was Rabbi Netanel Havuva Z'tl. He was born in English year 1839, Taf Kuf Tzadik Tet, and passed away in English year 1917. He was approximately 78 years of age at time passing. Passed away on the 9th of Shvat, respectively, in that specific years in of itself. Let's explore some of the highlights of the great Chacham's life. Now, he came from great heritage. His father's name was Moshe. He was born in the year 1839 in Bdמשek, respectively, in Syria. He was a great Syrian rabbi. And remember, in this series, we've covered over many great Chachamim that were from Syria of yesteryear. And remember, in the 1800s, early 1900s, there was a very strong Jewish community, especially in all over different parts of Syria in of itself. Sadly, I believe, while he was at a young age, I believe his father passed away, and he would later on go and live, I think, with his grandfather, Rabbi Yitzchak HaKohen Mesaltan Trab, another great rabbi. Actually, we spoke about him only in the last few weeks, about Rabbi Mesaltan Trab. Very, very great rabbi, how Rabbi Yitzchak was in of itself. I believe in the year 1856, he was 17 years of age. He would actually receive the title as a Chacham. This was through the great rabbis of Damascus in Syria, respectively. He was really outstanding Torah scholar and would now start working along with under instruction, under auspices of many of the Gedulei Ador, many of the great rabbis of the generation inside his city, respectively. I believe, including the famous rabbis Rabbi Yaakov Peretz and Rabbi Shlomo Sochri, and various other different great rabbanim in of itself. Then come what the year 1858. By that point in time, he was still a teenager, 19 years of age. He would get married, I believe, to his wife, Rabbanit Leah. And she happens to be, I believe, from the family of the Sochri family in of itself. And they would have various children together. Then come what the year 1879. Now that stage in time, he was hitting 40 years of age. He would go along with other great people in his land and make a journey to the land of Israel. And would, let's say, encounter and meet other great rabbis, including the famous Rabbi Eliyahu Mani, another great rabbi who we've spoken about on various occasions before, where they will very much interact at a very high level. And it's actually interesting, Rabbi Eliyahu Mani will actually request various things from Rabbi Netanel Havuva, and I think that he would actually stay, if I'm not mistaken, 1 year they will be learning together, highest level of Kabbalah, the Sodot HaKabbalah in of itself, respectively. And very much they formed a close alliance, a close relationship with himself. And I think he also would, if I'm not mistaken, visit Damascus at a later stage of time in of itself, and they would be learning on regular basis. Now, it's actually interesting. He would be appointed the head of the Jewish court of Din in Damascus in the year 1880. By that stage in time, he would be 41 years of age. And actually, the year after, he went to land Israel. So that trip to Israel really possibly did just say give him a huge boost with regards to standing in Syria, respectively. In the Hebrew year, Tafresh Tzadik Dalet, 1904, Rabbi Netanel will once again go to the land of Israel, and I think on a long move, and he would dwell in Jerusalem, one of the four holy cities of Israel in of itself. He would make a kesher, connection with a famous rabbi of that stage in time, Harav Shalom Hadaya. Now the great rabbi was talking about the great Hadaya rabbinic family in of itself, and he would dwell inside the Bukharian neighborhood over there, and there was a famous yeshiva over there called the Rechovot HaNahar, which was, I think, connected very much to Rabbi Shaul Dweck HaKohen, another great rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before. Once again, a great Syrian rabbi there happened to be. Now, he passed away on Tet Shvat, that's the 9th of Shvat, in English year 1917. We're talking about 108 years ago from the time of recording, and he was buried in Har HaZeitin, the Mount of Olives, resting place in of itself. Now, he would write famous Torah books, including the famous Korban Netanel, which is various different teachings, as to say, and Ramazim on the Torah. And I think it came actually, his son actually published it through his work in of itself. He went ahead and published it on behalf, and a very, very great book, which I recommend everyone to look. And here, on the 8th of Shvat, marks the great rabbis. Hilule, he was a great rabbi of his time, very much a Syrian descendant rabbi. And I would recommend everyone to learn more about him, to study more about him, and think that it is his Hilula actually happens to be today. So you see, even at such a very young age, he would very much receive rabbinic ordination and become one of the great rabbis. It just shows if one sets out how great the people can become all throughout their lives. So please don't forget, light candles in memory here on the 9th of Shvat. We're a community here. We are learning about the great Chachamim of yesterday. If you happen to be related to any of the great rabbis, please send me an email. I would love to hear more. And if you feel anyone else will be interested in watching these videos, please share the video. So I'm just wishing blessings here from Israel. Take care. Have a meaningful day.